Okay, here I'm going to go through the steps of how to configure our WordPress sites. First, you go to the website you're working on, and forgive me if I don't know how much you know about WordPress. You may know all of what I'm going to tell you or most of it, but if not, here's the steps you go to. To find the WordPress site, you type in the website you're looking for here in the browser. Uh, this is basically what the website will look like after you've done the first few steps and install the WordPress theme. So to get to the WordPress site that we can edit, after the slash, type in wp-admin, ADMIN, and that should take us to a login page. And I've already logged in once, so it'll have mine remembered. But anyway, the username that I'd asked you to use was D. Allison. The password was the one that we have printed on the document. Let's see if I can find that. Oh yeah, in here. It's in this document. So anyway, we log in, and we will go through the steps, which will take a few minutes here. First thing I'm going to tell you is I'm recording this, and I will send you a copy. Well, obviously I'm recording it, but I will send a copy of this written document to you so you can go through these steps as well as use the recording. So first we'll delete the default pages and posts. So on your WordPress site, you go over to Pages, go to All Pages, and it shows a page called a sample page that's in here. You want to send that to trash because we don't need it. Get rid of that. And then we'll go to Posts, All Posts. We've got Hello World, which we don't need. We'll send that to trash. So okay, now we come over here to the next step. And the theme we're going to use is called 2011. And to find that, you go to Appearance, slide over to Themes. It's 2012 is the one that's installed right now, but we want to use the 2011 down here, which is a free theme. It's already showing up in the page here. So you click Activate. And so our theme is going to be activated here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. And then the next thing we want to do is go to a header image insertion. I'm going to be doing this part, but I'll do it anyway just so you'll see how it's done. Under Appearance, we go to Header. And I've already got it saved onto my desktop to find it. So what we do is click Browse, and it will head over to my desktop. Let's see if I can remember how I saved it. Oh, Unfinished Furniture Discounter Header. Makes sense. Click Open, and then we click Upload, and it places it in here. I don't want to crop it. I want to have the full banner there, the full header. So once it's there, we scroll down to Save Changes. And we're going to visit our site. We'll open in a link in a new tab and see our installation is here. That's the header that we just put in. Okay, next we come over here to change the width of the blog pages. Now the way we go there is we go to Appearance, drop down to Editor, and we find the style.css file, which is already loaded onto here. If it's not, scroll down over here on the right side and find it right here under Style Sheet, style.css. That's what we're going to edit. So we want the width of our blog page to be 1000 pixels wide, and at the default is 690 pixels, so we've got to change it. These places are kind of hard to find, so we want to scroll down not too far until we find the 690 pixel width. You know, I've already changed this one, so it's already showing 1000, but anyway, it'll be right here. You want to just delete 1000, or delete the 690 rather, and then type in 1000 right there, and then update the file. There's a few more changes we're going to do in this style SSS or CSS script. What we need to do after that is we're going to remove the title and description, which is up here. This is the title and the description. Here we've got it here in our header, so we don't need it both places. It just looks cumbersome. So here we've got to scroll down till we find the information I've got copied and pasted in here in red. We want to look for the beginning of the section called header. Let's see, it's also kind of hard to find. Just keep scrolling on down. We'll come across it in a minute. Oh, you know what? This is the 690 pixel under one column. That's where we go with that. Oh yeah, the one I did earlier was already at 1,000, so we want to come farther down. Sorry about that. The one column is what we're seeing over here in the written document. Under one column, we need to change that to 1,000. So erase the 690 and enter 1,000 there. Okay, that's got it. And now we will remove the title and description. So we've got to scroll down a little farther till we find the section called header. And it's not that easy to find these sections. Here it's headings, that's not it. A little further. We'll come across it in a minute. There we go. It's under this section called header and then branding. So what we need to do is the highlighted yellow portion needs to be inserted. So under where it says pound site dash title, right here, we want to click return to form a new line, and I typically will just tab over to that spot, type in display colon NONE semicolon. And that's it for that spot. And now come on down just a little further to just above where it has the color pound 7A 7A 7A, which is right here. And then we hit return to open up a new line, tab over, and again display colon NONE semicolon. And then one more thing to do while we're in the CSS style sheet. We want to search down a little farther to where we see search form. It is somewhere down here, search form right here. And here under where it says pound branding pound search form, which is somewhere around here. There it is right there. And then we open a new line, tab over, type the same thing, display colon NONE semicolon. And then we have to save or update the file, rather. Click the update file, and that's finished. We'll go back over to our site and refresh and see what changed. Okay, so it got rid of the title we had up top here and left our banner there. Okay, the next thing we need to do is add our business pages, and these are required pages we have to have in here. I'll give you a list of these pages. They need to be placed into, we want to go to pages, add new. We're going to add a new page. And here it shows the first page we enter is About Us. So we enter the title here, About Us. And then when we paste in the content, we have to, sorry about the phone call, we have to go to the text version over here. Keep our cursor blinking here. We want it right there. And I'm going to send you these pages. Let's see if I can find them. It should be on the desktop here. Okay, business pages. We go to About Us. Open that document. Copy. My computer's running slow. There we go. Copy that. Paste it in. And then click Publish. We go over to our site and refresh. Right now, well, all we have is a home page on here. Now we show the About Us page. There it is. Okay. Go back to the home page there. Okay, excuse me. Now we go to the next page. We want to add another page. You're going to click Add New here or Add New here, either one. Now the next one is the Contact Us page. So double click to open that. Copy the entire document. And again, it's already got the text portion open, so click into there, paste it in, and then of course we have to have our title, Contact Us, and again click Publish. And over here we refresh our page and we see we have a Contact Us page. There we go. Okay. Now the last one's a little more complicated. Got to have a privacy policy. So we'll go back over here, add a new page. This one's called the privacy policy. Oops. If I can spell. Okay, we still make sure you're in the text version right here. Okay, the text version of the privacy policy is a little bit lengthier than the others, so I can scroll it out to copy the whole thing, or click up here on File, or Edit rather, select all, it selects everything, copy it, and paste it in here. Now we have to be careful here because the original document had a previous website listed. There's two spots in here where the current website needs to be placed. See right here, I've already got it in here, but it's going to show a different website. Whatever you have saved in the document will show right here. UnfinishedFurnitureDiscounter.com right here. So what you have to do is copy the website name, which is here. Copy. And bring it over here and paste it in right there. And another spot where it's located is right here. And it covers 2 lines. You got to get all of the HTTP : / be careful, you cannot erase any of the other characters, such as this symbol right here, or any of the quotation marks before the HTTP. You have to paste them in carefully. But once they're in there, then that's all you have to do. You go over and click Publish. And again, we'll refresh. And there's our privacy policy. So now we're through with the business pages, so let's see what's next. Okay, what we have to do now is we don't want, let me go to some of these pages. We don't want this leave a reply box down below here. So what we have to do is go to each page. We go to all pages here. You see them listed: About Us, Contact Us, Privacy Policy. So you hover over the About Us and go to Quick Edit. Click it, and what we want to do is uncheck Allow Comments. And let's see, where are we here? Then we on the template, click the down arrow and choose Sidebar Template. So we want this to say Sidebar Template, this to have no check in the box, and Update. So we go down to the Contact Us page, the second one, do the same thing. Uncheck Allow Comments, choose Sidebar Template, and Update. And same thing for Privacy Policy. Uncheck Sidebar Template, and Update. Let's see what change that made. About Us page, there's no longer a reply box down below here. So no comments can be left. So next, scroll down through our instructions over here. We go to Settings, go back to our WordPress document. The Settings, General. And we see our site title should be already in there from the setup you did previously. If not, the title will be in our document here somewhere. Okay, here we go. I'm going to make a list of titles and taglines for this document. So here our unfinishedfurniturediscounter.com will have this is the title and this is the tagline. So the title's already in there. It should show up as soon as you go to that site. But anyway, we want to copy our tagline and place it right here. Just erase that. Put our tagline in. The tagline is what shows the right here under. This is subheading under the title of the page. And I believe that's all we do in that portion. Tagline, yeah. Okay, that's all there. And once we set the general settings, we have to save the changes. So the next thing to do is find settings and reading, which is right here. And make sure it says your latest posts right here. That will probably already be checked, but just double check it and make sure. And then the last thing under the settings is permalinks. What we want to do is check post name. And that sets up the names of the pages which are going to show up here in our browser when different pages are located. Before we save our changes, here on the About Us, you can see it says unfinishedfurniturediscounter.com/?page ID 7. So what this will change is once we click Save Changes, we'll go to the About Us page, refresh it, and you can see here it has the website and then About Us as part of the title. So it just looks cleaner than all the symbols. Okay, the next thing is our plugins. Go back to WordPress, find plugins here, click on the installed plugins. We want to delete the plugins that are here, so we'll delete Akismet. So yes, delete the files. And Hello Dolly, we don't want that, we delete that, and yes, delete. Okay, and now I'm going to send you a copy of the Data Feeder plugin. So I'll show you how to install a new plugin. So we're going to add a new plugin. And since we have the plugin on our desktop, we have to upload it. So click the upload button. And we browse to find the plugin. And I'm not sure where I put it, but I'll find it in a minute. Probably in your folder. Figure WordPress. There it is, right there. Data Feeder. It's in a zip file. You have to upload the zip file. So you just double click it and it shows up right in here. You click Install Now, and then you want to activate it. So you have to click Activate. So this plugin is going to show up somewhere in your Tools. Under Tools, you see Data Feeder right here. Click it. This is what the Data Feeder plugin is going to look like. We're going to configure that later. Next thing to do, this is sort of the last thing, go to Widgets, which are under Appearance. Appearance, click on Widgets, and this is the main sidebar. The main sidebar is what shows over here on the right side. We want to eliminate almost all of that. So the way we do that is go over here, open the box by search, click Delete, click Recent Posts, and delete. Click Recent Comments, delete. And it seemed to work better if we leave the archives in there, so just leave that one alone for now. Click Categories and delete. And Meta, delete. I believe these are all empty right now. There's nothing down in these right now. No, there's not. Okay, and what we need to do now is we want to use the Data Feeder widget. So the way to do it is click down onto the Data Feeder widget, drag it over, and place it right above the archives. Just wiggle it around, and the archives will drop down. And then we'll close that box. We want to do 3 of these, so keep bringing them over. Close, and then Data Feeder again. So we want to have 3 Data Feeder widgets up top, and then the archives just below. And then we are finished with that page. Let me show you how that looks. So the archives is still here, but the Data Feeder is not showing up yet. it will, when we set up our store, you'll start seeing the data feeder plugins above the archives, so the archives will be pushed down lower and lower. So we are finished setting up WordPress. I know that's a lot of detail, but if you have any questions, let me know. You can pause and go back and forth through this video and take more notes and add them to the notes that I'll give you too. So if you will, go ahead and set this up for, which site was it we were talking about? blanketsource.net. Once you have already set up the first two steps, and I've said okay, it looks good, go ahead and set up the first two steps for all of these, and then come back and set up the WordPress as I've just instructed for blanketsource.net. I hope all this makes sense. If not, though, just let me know. I'm going to close this out here now.